Hello all, welcome to QA Fox. In this video, we will see the different types of conditional command used in the Selenium Java and their practical demonstration. In the earlier session, we already discussed about the different types of get action used in the Selenium Java and their practical demonstration. If you haven't watched that video, you can go to the first session of this playlist, okay, where you will see the practical demonstration of the get action. So in this video, let's get started with the conditional commands. So guys, in Selenium Java, there are three conditional commands. The conditional commands are is displayed, is enabled, and is selected. Okay. And as I already told you, while using the get command or in order to call the get command, we have to use the driver instance. I mean, we have to call the get command with the driver instance. But when it comes to conditional command, guys, in conditional command, we have to use the web element or web element instance. Okay. So let's get started with the practical demonstration. I will tell you first the use of each command and then we will see the practical demonstration. So I'll go to browser. So we have this URL here. Okay. So guys, what is the use of is displayed command? So guys, you can see here on this website or on this web page, there are several types of web elements are present. Okay. We have this drop down is here. This search field is here. The search button is there. Different tabs we have here. Different drop down menus are there. These radio buttons, this text field, this calendar field, email fields, the checkbox is there. This register button is there. Means on the web page there are different types of web elements are present. Okay. So if you want to check the status of this web elements, okay, if you want to check whether this web element is present on the web page or not, then you can go or you can use the is displayed command. So let's say on this web page, the search field is present and I want to check whether this search field is present on the web page or not. So this in that condition, I'll use is displayed command. So let's get started with the practical demonstration. I'll go to Eclipse. I'll create a class. I'll create a new class, guys. Let's say class is demo4. You have to remember that class name always starts with the capital letter. I'll check this checkbox here as I want the main method by default in the class. So I'll click finish. So you can see a class got created with the main method, means my main method is already there present in the class. So in the main method, we will write the code first in order to launch the Chrome browser. The code is driver equals to new Chrome driver. Okay. And I will over the mouse on this web driver. I will import this. Also, I will over the mouse on this Chrome driver. I'll import the Chrome driver. Okay. So this is the code to launch the browser. Okay. The next thing is, guys, the next step would be after launching the browser, we have to navigate to the URL. So in order to navigate to URL, we have to use the get command and we have to pass the URL in the string format. And I already told you get command can be called by using the driver instance. So I'll write here driver dot get. And in this command, I will provide the URL in the string format. I'll go to the URL. Let's say we are using this URL, NOP commerce demo. I'll copy this URL. I'll go to Eclipse. I'll paste it here. Okay. After that, I'll save this and I'll execute the command. Run as Java application. So guys, uh, you can see the browser got loaded and we are navigated to the NOP commerce. But this time I'm manually closing the browser because I haven't wrote the statement in order to close the browser. So in order to close the browser, we have to write driver.close. Okay. So guys, I'll execute this, run as Java application. So guys, you this time you can see we are not closing the browser manually. It will get automatically closed. Okay. So browser got launched and it got closed. Okay. That's it. This is the use of the close command. So we want to get the status of this search box or search field. I mean, I want to check whether the search field is present on the web page or not. So in order to that, I will inspect this search field first. Inspect. Okay. And I will write the code first here. Driver dot find element by dot xpath, and we have to provide the xpath for the search field. I'll go to browser. I'll inspect this search field. I'll click on this arrow. I'll click on this search store box in search field. You can see there is an input tag is there and different types of attribute is there. So we'll go with the ID as an attribute. Okay. So to write the XPath, you have to press Ctrl F. You will get this search box here in the developer tool. I'll write slash slash double slash input as a tag and square bracket at the rate attribute. Attribute is the ID and the value of the attribute. We already copied the value. I'll paste the value here. Search small search terms is the attribute value. You can see here ID is a small search term. So you can see guys, with this XPath, it is locating the only one web elements, only one element it is locating. That means the current XPath, whatever XPath we wrote is the correct XPath. So I'll copy this XPath from here and I'll paste the XPath here. Okay. And as we know, when it comes to conditional command, we can call this command by the web element or web element instance. So this command I'll directly use here as this is a web element. Driver dot find element by dot xpath dot is displayed. Okay. And this guys, this is displayed commands. I mean, all the conditional commands return the value in the Boolean format. I will show you is displayed. You can see this is returning the value in the Boolean format. So I'll store the value in the Boolean format, Boolean, and the value would be what is that search field. All right, search field here will give the variable name as status of search field. Status of search field. Okay. So then I will print the status here. I'll write the shortcut SYSOUT. Then I'm pasting the status here, copy, and we'll execute the command again. You can see guys, as we printing the statement in the console, the status will be displayed. And we know that the search field is already present in the web page, so status would be true. So in the console, we'll get the true value. That's it guys. You can check here in the console, we have the true. That means the search field is present. Yes, it is present. Okay. So this is the first approach of writing the code, guys. I'll show you the another approach. I'll first comment this code. The second approach would be I'll just find the web element first. Driver dot find element. Okay. Driver dot find element, and I'll show you just a minute. Driver dot find element. So guys, you can check whatever the find element method we are using here. It method is returning the value in the web element format. So it return the value in the web element. So we'll store that value in the web element format. I'll write find element by dot xpath and we'll copy the xpath here. We'll copy the same xpath. I'll paste the xpath here. And I already showed you that this find element method is returning the value in the web element format. So we'll store into web element, and I'll give the name here search field. Okay. I'll over the mouse here and I'll import the web elements from org.openqa.selenium. Okay. So this is the web element instance search field. So we can use the conditional command using the web element instance also. I'll use the search field here that is displayed. Okay. And is displayed is returning the value in the Boolean format. So I'll store it in the Boolean format, status of the search field. Status of the search field. Okay. And again, I am printing the status here. I'll copy the search field. I'll paste it here. I'll save. and execute. Run as Java application. Browser got launched. It is navigating to the URL. Browser closed, and you can check in the console. It printed the status. Okay. So guys, this is the statement to launch the browser. This is the code to navigate to URL. Okay. After that, this is the printing statement, and this is the like we are just using the conditional command and storing the value into Boolean format. This is used to close the browser. Close the browser. Okay. So this is how we can use the is displayed command. Let's go with the another command. Second command is enable command. So I'll tell you what's the use of is enable command. So guys, we can see here we have the different types of radio button here, male radio button, female radio button, and I can right now I can click on this web element or I can click on this radio button. So that means these radio buttons are in enable state. List text field, I can write the text in the text field. That means the text field is in the enable format. If it is disabled, we will not be able to write the text in the text field, or we will not be able to enter the text in the text field or click on the radio button. Okay. So this is in the enable state. So is enable command is used to check the status of the web elements, whether it is enabled or not. If the element present on the web page is like enable, it will return the true value, or else it will return the false value. So you can check uh, whatever the radio button is there, it is in the enable format, so it should return the true value. We'll see the practical demonstration, guys. I'll show you the disable state. So just a minute. Radio button. So you guys see this radio button is disabled format. Okay. I'll go to Humayu. Can check here. This this text field is a disabled text field. Okay. So we'll check the status whether it is enabled or not for this radio button. So I'll write the code first. So this was the code for disabled command. Right here is disabled is displayed command. Okay, just a minute. Is is displayed. Okay. Second command we are using is enabled. Is enabled. Comment this. Okay. So we'll find the element first. Driver dot. We'll find the element first. Driver dot find element by dot xpath. In the xpath, we'll inspect the radio button first. Let's say this male radio button. I'll click here. I'll go to inspect. So guys, you can see I have selector hub already present, but I am not using that because this is the best way. You should practice the XPath also. I'll click this arrow. I'll click on this mail radio button. You can see it got located. So we have the input tag is here and different attribute is there. We'll go with the ID as an attribute, gender male, and we'll write the XPath. So in order to write the XPath in the developer tool, you have to press the Control F from the keyboard. So you'll get this search field. I'll write here slash slash, tag them as an input in the square bracket, attribute is a ID and value is a, I'll show you, I pasted the value here, gender male is the value, ID, attribute and the value. So you can check it is locating the one element on the web page. So that is correct, means the XPath is correct. So you can check here. It is locating this mail radio button. I'll copy this XPath from here. I'll go to Eclipse. I'll paste it here. Okay. After that, I'll use the command is enabled. Okay. As this command is returning the value in the Boolean format, I'll store this value in the Boolean format, Boolean, and that would be the status of radio button. Okay. Now I'll store the status of this radio button. So guys, the shortcut is SYS. You have to press the SYS and control space. You'll get the shortcut, and copy this and I'll paste it here in order to print the status of this radio button uh, in the console. So you can check. I'll just right click here, run as Java application. So browser got launched. It is navigating to the URL, and you can see guys, this time we got the two status. So this one is the true, second one is for the enable, I mean it's for the radio button. Okay, so first status is for is displayed for the search field, the search field is displayed, yes, and the second status is for the radio button is enabled. So we got the true value here, means the radio button is enabled, and it is enabled guys, so that's why it is showing radio button is enabled. Okay, let's go with the third command, that is selected command. So guys, I'll tell you the use of this command first. So it's selected means if you want to check get the status of the any element, whether it is selected or not, so you can use its selected command. So I'll refresh this page. So guys, you can see on this web page this newsletter checkbox is present, and this checkbox is already checked. Okay, it is selected already. So in order to check, if you want to check the web element, mostly the checkboxes and radio button, this is selected or not. So you can use is selected command. So by default, this newsletter checkbox is selected. So if we use the is selected command for the checkbox, it will return the true value because it is selected already. Okay. And if we use the is selected command, this radio button, so it will return the false value. Okay. We'll see the things. We'll see the practical demonstration. So third is the is selected command. Okay. I'll write here first. Okay. We'll We'll find the element first, checkbox, driver dot find element y dot xpath. Okay, we have to write the xpath here. I'll go here. Then checkbox, I'll right click, I'll inspect, I'll right click here, I'll click on the checkbox. Input is a tag, and I'll use the attribute. So I'll use the again newsletter ID attribute. So I'll this time I'll write the xpath directly slash slash. Input is a tag name in the square bracket @ ID, and the value is newsletter. Okay, I'll use the is selected command here. Is selected as it returns the value in the Boolean format. I'll store the value in the Boolean format here, and this is a status of the checkbox. Okay, and I'll print the status here in the printing statement. I'll copy this here. I'll print it here. I'll save this, and I'll execute the thing. Run as Java application. So guys, you can see on the console, we got true. I'll do one thing. I'll write here. I'll append this status of checkbox. Okay. This is the status of checkbox, and we'll inspect for this radio button. I'll inspect this radio button and I'll use this gender as male. I'll write the XPath to locate driver dot find element by dot XPath, and we'll write the XPath as input and square bracket at the rate ID. This is the XPath. Okay. I'll use the is selected status. Is selected command is selected as it is returning the boolean value. I'll store it in the boolean format, boolean, and this is the status of radio button, radio mail. Okay. I'll print this statement, that is status of radio mail. Okay. I'll print the status. I'll copy this. I'll paste it here. I'll save. So guys, you can see on the web page, this checkbox is by default selected. So the status should be true. And for this radio button, it is not selected. So its status would be false. So we will get true and false. I'll just right click, run as Java application. You can see the browser will get launched. It is launching the browser. It is navigating to the URL, and on the console we are getting about to get the status. So guys, the status are here. The status of checkbox is true, and the status of radio button is false. I'll give little space here, guys. It is I'll write a little here, status of checkbox, and okay, so it will look good little. I'll execute it again. Error exists. It is showing error exists. So guys, oh, this is the error, guys. I have to write it here. I'll save the program. I'll right click, run a Java application. So it is getting launched, navigating to the URL, and we got the status on the console. So it is true. So guys, you can check the status of the checkbox is true as it is already selected. Status of the review button is false as it is not selected. Okay. So in this way, guys, you can use the three commands: is displayed, is enabled, and is selected. Okay. So guys, you can see this. We have the two commands, that is driver.close and driver.quit. I'll show you. So there are two types of browser command, guys, that is close command and quit command. So what is the difference between close and quit command? You can see it will close only the currently focused browser window, and it will close the multiple browser windows. Means if on your browser, I'll show you. If guys only one tab is present on your browser or only one window is present on your browser, the driver.close will close the first first tab, that means which is currently focused. But if you are having the multiple tab open on the browser, let's say right now I have two tabs, NOP Commerce, Demo QA, driver.quit will close all the tabs present on the browser. Let's see the practical demonstration for this. uh, we'll check here. Okay, so I'll use this URL. I'll minimize this and I'll go to Eclipse. I'll create the another class here. Let's say demo 5. By default, I will use the printing statement. I'll write the code to launch the web driver equals to new Chrome driver. Okay. I'll hover the mouse on the driver. I will just import this. I'll hover the mouse on the Chrome driver. I'll just import this and I'll use the driver.get command to navigate to the URL. Okay. The new URL is this one. Okay. demo QA. I'll save this. So I'll over the mouse here. Why it is showing error? Just a minute. Okay, we have to write this again. Driver.get, and we'll copy the URL. We'll paste it here. I'll save this, and after that, I'll use the driver.close command. Okay, and I'll execute the browser. I'll run as Java application. So browser will get launched. It will navigate to the URL. It is getting navigated to the URL, and as we already used the close command, it will close the browser. Okay, the browser got launched and it got automatically closed. Okay, but this time we'll click on the element. This, you can see this guy's socket exception. It is the just the network exception. You can ignore this exception. It's no need to handle that exception. We'll click on this tab button. I'll right click. I'll right click here. I'll inspect this. I'll click on this tab. So you can see ID is a tab button and attribute is a ID. Value is a tab button. Tag name is button. We'll locate this element. Driver dot find element y dot xpath slash slash button at the rate ID equals to tab button, and we'll click on this tab button. Okay, so I'll just run as Java application. So guys, you can see this time we'll get the two tab open on the window. So this is loading the demo QA. And you should click on this new tab. This site is taking time, guys. So it is getting okay. So guys, you can see this time it is not loading the browser because I commented already the driver.close. We'll see one thing. I'll just remove the comment. I'll save and I'll run as Java application. So browser got launched. It is navigating to the URL. It is clicking on the new tab button. Okay, and you can see guys, as we already used the driver.close, but still one tab is open on the screen. Okay, already. So on the browser we were having two tabs. Only the first tab got closed. That means the first tab was the currently focused tab. So what is the difference between the driver.quit and close? I'll use now driver.quit. Quit I'll use, and I'll right click. I'll run as Java application. So it is navigating to the URL. It will click on the tab. And guys, you can see this time complete browser got closed. Okay, Chrome browser closed. Both the tab got closed. So this is the use of the quit command. Browser close will only close the currently focused window tab or browser window. Quit is close all the browser window or all the tabs from the browser. Okay, that's it guys.